Alrighty then, let's continue. You are now on the road leading up to the gates of the castle. And, well, there's a couple more of these dudes there. They just nod at you. And, there's a dude that actually comes out wearing a whole lot more shit than these ordinary scrubs. And, well, you're essentially in the courtyard. Happily, facing off against each other. Just nods at each of you in turn. Welcome, welcome. So, what are you, fine gentlemen doing here? How can we aid you?
Gentleman and a lady.
Of course.
I'm not saying that in character.
Oh, come on.
You just said that in character, goddammit.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
You
did.
need to specify.
Okay, I specified. It wasn't in character.
No, it's not. Let's get on with it, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen and lady, what are you doing on our fine island this wonderful night?
Well, we're visiting. Looking for something.
Oh, and what might that be, if you don't mind?
We're not exactly certain.
I see. Well, that's certainly interesting. Do you have any special requirements for your quarters?
We probably will be staying on the boat.
Oh, the boat is hired for the night, more or less.
I thought we'd have just bought it, just bought a boat.
You know,
We have enough money for that, seriously.
you do. I just assumed that you were essentially renting one with a captain in tow, otherwise you would need to spend more time finding a pilot without his own boat.
Yeah.
But
I just have...
you can essentially extend the contract and have him...
Yeah, just extended the contract for a week or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
'Cause
He will get paid well.
no, we're not staying here for just the night. That's no.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, are you sure there's plenty of room in the castle?
I mean, no, thank you. It's very polite of you, but yes, our boat is going to do just fine.
Roll perception alertness, all of you.
Oh, crying out loud.
9. Yay. Difficulty?
Um, 6.
I mean, at this point,
You were saying?
Mm-hmm.
fail.
3. That's good enough.
Yeah, you notice pretty much instantly some of those cultists have been one by one ducking inside doors, coming out, concealing large things beneath their coats. And at this point, there's a good 8-10 of them here.
Why did we come in here again? God damn it.
Because we'd rather not start murdering people right then and there. Because we'd rather not end up in a fight.
Well, gentlemen, I think we need to arrive at some sort of accommodation here, and I'd rather you didn't leave and come back with more of whatever you are. So why don't you stay here and we'll discuss this?
let me tell you something. We're not here because we want to come back here. We're not here because we want to lead other people here. We're here because we want to get here, find out what we want, and leave and never come back. Preferably.
Oh, excellent. You know, that works for us really well, but thing is, everything on this island belongs to, and he hesitates slightly over that word, us. So,
Well, as I'm certain
generally,
you're
if
quite aware,
you...
it's not to you it belongs to.
Excuse me?
We... Look. We don't want to mess with your master. We just want to get what we want, which is the location of where one of our kind once slept.
Oh.
Yes.
And, you know, he opens his mouth to speak, and then he shuts it with a click. And you all hear a voice. It seems to emanate from a golden glyph around his neck, in fact. And it says, well, then, I believe the tradition in situations like this is something for something. I have the information you need. What can you give me in return?
I mean, we could give him the ghouls, right?
No, we're not giving him the goals. We could give him weapons and like tons of them too, but yeah, we don't want that. But yeah,
You could
Well,
just start selling
could also-
weapons to this dude. You might even go up a dot in resource as a result. But if anyone ever finds out, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
oh
And you
fucking
didn't
yes.
remember what I'm saying,
You know
right?
what we could do? We could give them tons of weapons once and tell them to go and that they'll probably want to kill everyone that comes onto this island after us or something. No, that's a terrible idea. Okay.
We know that there's
You know-
others that are coming to this island because we probably are
Yeah,
the first
you
I
know,
would get. We're pretty fast. Can't be sure, but yeah.
you know, we do have the ability to give you weapons,
What kind of weapons?
mortal weapons specifically.
What kind of mortal weapons?
So remember how the part where we have an guys? Remember the part we have an battalion of worth the weapons or whatever?
I think it was a platoon.
Platoon, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Well, handguns, automatic weapons, semi-automatic weapons,
I'm just gonna go.
submachine guns.
You know, if Jackal or Darren starts talking about the guns, I'm just gonna say, you know what? I think I need to retire for the night.
Now you're staying here with us.
You know, a couple of cultists by the door unveil hunting rifles and hunting shotguns. When you turn towards the door with those words.
I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and say, no, just stay here with us. I'm sure you want to hear this anyway.
One over.
Like my character, he's crying on the inside. Like, no.
You could call Malkav
So, yeah.
for help. He would probably nuke the whole island from orbit.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I'm just gonna not use anything with the Manus network for a while.
I mean,
On this island
you
at
do
all.
know, no, you do know that the guy that has the powers is literally in front of us, around the neck of another guy. So
That's why I
It
wanted
can
to leave
smell
before
it
they
at
started
night.
discussing
Look,
Before
just
they
shut
start-
up, guys, and just let me talk this out, apparently.
Like, I'm just gonna be fine, fine. I'll stay. I'll stay. It's
Craft,
okay.
you had the amazing successes.
Yeah.
The being you sensed, it's still under one of the towers, as far as you can tell.
Yeah. I would I know that they could use stuff to speak through, like they can speak through other stuff.
Not necessarily, because that's very specific, but at this point you can guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
like...
So yeah, the powerful thing is still over there.
So yeah, no, you can't just smash the glyph and destroy the reliquary. As far as the Malk knows, the rest of you, not so much.
Well,
Well,
I
I'm
probably
speaking-
know that as well.
You know that it's somewhere in this castle, it's too vague for you to perceive the exact
Yeah, but I
position.
probably know that it's probably not that thing.
Who knows, maybe it prefers to hide out in the open, surrounded by a lot of firepower.
That's a valid point.
Anyway, continuing on here.
I'm
So-
just gonna, I'm gonna go, fine.
So,
I'll stay.
do those kinds of weapon fancy you?
How many?
Well, how many do you need?
A few thousand would do in the intermediate term. I'm not sure if you noticed, but things are heating up.
Yeah, they are heating up.
Even have
Could,
enough.
so how long could we get 2,000, a few thousand weapons to them?
Essentially, at that point, you would need to either train your resources like a motherfucker, or you would need them to be paying for them in cash and have a supply line essentially set up. Because at that point, it's a
Look.
self-sustaining system.
We're not giving you these weapons, like, no. We'd be willing to stop a deal, but for a few thousand, there's no way we could give them to you.
Oh,
For
so,
free anyway.
so, now we're bargaining. I knew you were civilized people. Good, good. And what do you require in exchange? There are many gifts I can offer.
Cold, hard cash will do.
Wow, rude. Money, is it? Euros?
Euros, with preferably dollars. Easier to exchange.
Not around here. Not for me.
We can exchange them, of course, just a matter of... it will be an extra cost for us, but hey.
So, what kind of heavy armaments can you actually provide? Not the handgun stuff, but things that make, well, inconvenient problems vanish.
We could probably get grenade launchers, and we can probably get a lot of C4, but
This is out of character. You forget we chose not to take those.
You,
no, we can totally take those.
Not
You
exactly.
have
Up to 5, we have everything.
yeah. 5 is stuff like the top end of that is essentially explosives and underbarrel grenade
Yeah.
launchers.
Yeah, we
As I said, yeah, we can do that stuff. Definitely.
Well, I think I would need a sample before I made up my mind on that, because we're talking about some very valuable information.
We don't.
Valuable to
have-
you.
Yeah.
We
Well,
would
we
need
don't
time
have
for
anything
that.
with us currently, since we weren't planning on meeting anyone like you here. but
Mm-hmm.
it'll take a few days to arrange, essentially.
Oh, that's certainly fine. Just leave one of you here so I know that I can trust you, and the rest of you can go and make your arrangements. You can volunteer,
Hey,
Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, why don't you stay here with them? Yes. Okay, I'll take this as a yes.
Steal, and on that wonderful moment, roll a luck die. Difficulty 8. I will give you a chance to luck out of this. But if you fail this, the summons hits at this very moment and you head for the door.
Oof.
Oh god.
Spending a willpower.
Okay, let's see what the roll for that. If the character used presence successfully on the target in the past, the difficulty drops to a 4. Oh my!
Yeah, and she probably has done that a lot.
Well, she succeeded on the previous summons roll.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's 5 successes.
Oh shit.
Subject
Trouble
rushes to the vampire, doing anything to get to her. So, Steel, spend a willpower point and roll willpower at 8, and spend 2 blood points because you instinctively activate celerity to get to her as quickly as possible when it yanks at you.
So, I spend a willpower point. Does that count on the willpower roll?
No, that's just to make the roll.
Oh, so at 8, I'm going to spend an extra willpower on the roll.
You can't spend more than 1 per turn.
At 8?
Yes, you have to roll at 8. Resisting presence does require some effort.
Yeah!
You know, you rush towards the door, the guns come up. At the inconvenient moment when Darren suggests you stay, and you know, there's a great deal of distrust, and it looks like you jumped into supernatural speed and stopped when you saw the guns pointing at you.
I mean,
Jacob,
like
I
a
said
trouble,
you're
okay.
staying.
okay.
I find that immensely rude, Jacob. So very rude.
Yes, there is someone that has been trying to call me over to that I do not wish to go to.
Oh no, I'm already looking up a lore to use against you. Give me a second.
Oh,
I
yeah.
open the book.
Oh yeah, but what would the malefactor do?
A lot of different things that would probably screw you over.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't
I
know
think it's
what
like-
he has.
That
Oh.
is indeed correct. I have no occult. I know nothing.
Roll your soak as waves of air slam into you and rip away at your flesh. Okay, you take a point of lethal damage.
And my cloth is literally shred.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably not.
If an attack
Ah.
deals twice the armor's rating in damage, and that's before soak, it does destroy the armor. So it protects you for that hit, but it gets shredded
Oh.
in the process.
So the armor gives me how much? 3 extra dice?
2 for an armor t-shirt.
Oh, I didn't
No,
roll
it's
that.
3 for an armor t-shirt, isn't it?
No, it's 3 for Kevlar
think it's-
vest. But that's a lot bulkier and virtually impossible to hide wearing.
So... Fuck. I had to reroll because I didn't include the armor
Yeah.
in. So... Shreds and I take 3 lethal.
Interesting. Your kind is resistant to that.
Now, if you refrain from doing that against my coterie members in the future, that'd be great.
You don't tell me what to do. People that disobey get punished. It's a fact of life, one that you should understand. And I want you all to be very clear that while I will treat with you, and I will keep to my word after all civilized beings function as a matter of a balance of deals and expectations. Breaking those words is completely unacceptable, and when people do that, there are consequences.
Oh, the irony. He has no idea who he's
Yeah.
talking to, does he?
You know, when I was saying that, I was going more off the way he is constructed as a character than. But yeah, that is fuck me. Strangely fitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of a sudden, I mean, a distinct urge to just go and kill everyone in this room.
I'm I'm going to heal up to going to leave the bruise.
You're not going to heal up to full.
No,
I do think
So
that
how many guys did you say
healing,
there were in this room?
like 8 or 10.
The
You
Earthbound
can-
is close.
You can probably kill them relatively easily. The only problem is that that fucker has the ability to cast powers here, so things could get interesting in that way, but
Yeah, that's the main problem.
especially if he manifests his apocalyptical form.
this
Yeah,
was
but if we
his
kill everyone in
apple-
this room, he can't do that, right?
We need to call the whole island. To do it.
I mean, it's free blood pool, right?
I mean, we don't know his power.
You
Well,
don't. He could be a wimp, in which case your probably odds are in your favor. Alternatively, he could be, in the middling range with 10, 15 faith, 100 XP, and at that point it starts getting really iffy.
I mean, he's dealing with us, so that's quite pathetic.
Keep in mind,
I mean,
faith can be spent for auto successes.
yeah.
So if he has a good reserve built up, and these look like rather dedicated cultists, it could get very interesting due to the fact that he can just pour faith into that lore to guarantee a kill, if nothing else.
I mean, it's still only lethal damage, so we should be able to soak it a lot. But yeah, it's a lot of fate. If he wanted to burn a bunch of fate, he could totally kill us all.
He could torpor us and just do experiments on us.
Or just kill us all and just be done with it. It's not that.
Yes, Epic, they're considering fighting the Earthbound.
I am not. It's up
I'm
to
mostly
them.
doing it because
Character
of
knows
theological
nothing.
reasons, but yeesh.
I think it's a bad idea.
I mean, obviously it's a bad idea. It's just how bad of an idea.
Really bad of an idea.
Yes, but this is bad enough. This is bad enough.
Yes.
Roll wits and give me an appropriate skill or knowledge that would in theory help with strategizing. Give me wits academics for historical knowledge of strategy, Jackalor.
Sure. Difficulty?
6.
Lol.
You know,
I could roll as well.
if you have to fight it, there are two things to consider. First of all, you need to be sure that you can actually do damage to the thing itself, not just its cultist. And fighting on its terms, when you're surrounded on all sides with people ready to shoot you on the first aggressive move, or sign of, not playing along, it's kind of a bad starting position.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I mean, we only leave Steel here for a while. We can come back when we need.
Whatever, we have to stay here anyway because of that fucking brouhaha. So, I'll just, well, Jacob, just stay here then, and I'll start calling, making the calls to get us some samples.
Yeah.
Okay, the rest of you walk out.
Yeah. I mean, Jacob dies, it's an affordable expense, but...
You're not wrong.
When they are out of earshot, does anyone still have Auspex active in the group that's leaving?
I'd probably activate Auspex because I smell a trap.
Okay, then the base is 9+1. You can roll Perception Alertness at 6.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. Find this.
Yeah, you hear everything. The voice says to you, Jacob, I could fix that for you. I could make you immune to all attempts to control your mind. All you have to do is say yes.
I must politely decline.
Are you sure? It would make your life so much easier. And I could ensure that you're the one that gets the prize you're looking for. I could make you stronger, faster, help you in 1,000 different ways.
Let me see.
I'm going to type a message to Jacob and say, if you take a deal with him, and I'm going to
No,
fucking kill
Darren,
you.
no. You forgot. You banned anything remotely to contact anyone from Jacob. You have no way of contacting him.
You know where Jacob is. You can attempt to still beam thoughts to him. He's just close enough.
That is true.
But that's about it.
Yeah. I'll attempt to do
he
that.
had nothing to communicate with.
Intelligence, subterfuge. Difficulty?
Difficulty would be Jacob's current willpower, which is right now at 9.
Wow. They can move. I mean, it's technically worse for you, but whatever. Well, it's your cost if I fail. Hey, I succeeded.
Yes.
Don't. If you take a fucking deal, it's your head on the pike.
No one needs to know, Jacob.
I must politely decline.
Well,
Tempting offer, but
that is disappointing, I suppose. So very disappointing.
in before rape.
I could, for a servant of mine, help find whatever being you're looking for, I could lay you a path directly to it, in fact. If I was so inclined.
If the deal with the web for the weapons was to said information?
The deal with the weapons is for whatever information this creature left here. I could help you find where it is now.
Out of character. I need to ask this out of character. Jacob would know that he was forced to betray, in quotes, you to the dominate, right? But he couldn't reveal it.
Yeah.
Roll perception awareness to see if you do realize that. Because for successes, essentially the mind tries to rationalize that shit. So roll at 6.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would he be willing to spend a willpower?
If you don't want to die horribly, sure.
He would
I
probably
mean, he's in a
spend a
situation where he
will.
might not want
I
to.
mean, after he was beat to a pulp, he might have his.
It's difficulty 6. You know,
Two successes.
So, you spent willpower, yeah, you're pretty sure that something is very wrong with that whole equation and it doesn't really make sense. Doesn't mean you automatically jump to dominate, but yeah, something was almost certainly affecting you. You don't normally do that kind of shit. You know, I could give you the ability to just find a way to whatever you wish to find, always.
So, after he realized that something is off about the equation of him doing stuff and getting beat up, and after Darren, he will say, again, I must decline the offer, as tempting as it might be.
Well, do you know what I am?
Out of
I
character.
did tell you, like,
Yeah,
exactly
um,
what it is.
Out of character. My knowledge of the past languages. They have read a text or something that might connect this.
no, you don't have dots in occult, and that means that you haven't read those kinds of texts generally. You know that it's essentially like, you know that it's a demon and one of the really bad kind. But you didn't really have the time to give an in-depth explanation of everything that Jackalor's character knows about Earthbound. You
So-
have, yeah, it's something
that,
powerful and something bad.
But you know what we told you about it, which is that it's something very, very powerful and something very, very bad, and don't fucking don't like do that. What you're doing right now.
I know some of it.
So yeah, you don't know exactly how dangerous doing this would be, but it could be fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Know that you're all supernatural and strong.
There are so many things I could give you. Are you sure?
I would not.
Let's see, where's the stuff about giving lures to people? How expensive is that?
Costs nothing to them. It costs to me. One level per fate.
No, different rules apply for Earthbound trolls. They can empower things way faster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. You know, the priest holds up the glyph. That is fine. I will need you to swear to respect my home while you are here. Place your hand on this and make your promise.
Now, out of character, can I roll intelligence etiquette to realize that it's not how it is supposed to go?
How would you know? You have no idea what this being's ways are.
Yeah, but I know the general etiquette about
No, no
No.
steal. No.
You have no way
Uh.
to know. You would know how to deal with mortals and vampires, not with something like this. You have no frame of reference here, none.
So he will have no way to resist. Not even Auspex.
You can use Auspex on that.
No, I'm saying like it wouldn't trigger the Auspex to as a danger or something. It was dangerous.
Roll Auspex rating at 6. That is very true. That would trigger.
Yeah, it triggered.
It's a trap still. It's a fucking trap. It's a fucking trap.
Instead of touching the glyph,
Yes.
will,
Yes. Touching it is very bad. If you come into skin-to-skin contact with it, you feel like that would be a bad thing for you.
yeah, he instead of touching, he would smile and say, "I promise I shall respect your house. I shall not damage it or anyone in it."
Well, touching the glyph if you would. Please.
He will give a smile as if saying, "I know."
Well, have it your way. What do you require of your accommodations? Absence of silver? Thick curtains? Other things?
Absence of sun in a bed.
Good. Good.
Oh, missed opportunity.
He doesn't want even for a moment to overextend.
Okay, in that case, yeah, you have a stone room with a thick stone door. Sorry, not stone, wood. And you are happily set up in there. While the group heads off, makes calls, do you stay on the boat near the island or do you go elsewhere? How do you set up your sleeping arrangements?
I'd say we all stay in the boat.
A little ways off the shore.
Yeah. Like, that's how usually boats go. Like, unless it's like a...
In easy Panzerschreck range.
What? No.
Maybe a bit away.
No, but yeah, we're like close to the shore. Like, we can go there get to the shore pretty quickly.
Okay. Still, how do you set up your sleeping arrangements?
I mean, there is no obvious way to have sunlight in the room, right?
No, the room is safe. It's an interior room.
He would. I mean, his armor is shred.
Yes, as
his
is your
is
clothing.
Shred.
There is cultist clothing in the closet for you.
Uh,
Not like we
Would
will ever misunderstand you
would
still
he
if we
be
were that.
allowed, as they were coming, to get a briefcase with a suit in it or something?
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah, I thought as much. He would take out the suit despite being folded,
There's not
and
much of it left to fold. It's rags.
well, whatever it is left, he's not going to wear those clothes.
Mm-hmm.
He's mistrusting of this being that tried to trick him, touching it.
Mm-hmm. You're not gonna touch anything there, eh?
Only the bed.
Okay. Good, good. Yeah, just give me a willpower roll. For no particular reason.
A rating, right? At 6.
Yes. Actually, no, it's 7. You know, I'll be generous. You can take this result if you wish.
We already agreed what happens if I don't want to change.
Okay. Okay.
As generous as it might be, I don't wish to bend
Okay.
rules.
Well, shit. You did not do the thing I expected you to do. Jacob.
Yes.
Perception Auspex rating at 8 to wake up during the day. Okay. You may now start rolling your humanity to stay awake, and you can't spend willpower on staying awake for auto successes.
And I need to declare it beforehand.
Yes, before the roll.
I am going to spend power for the first. It's a date, right?
Yes. Let's put you somewhere in the middle of the castle. So, you would stay awake for at least 3 turns. Okay, you open your eyes. Yeah, the door is open, and there's a cultist holding something golden in his hand, making his way towards the bed.
I open my eyes and say, "No."
Roll initiative.
No.
He's gonna try and touch you with the thing.
You could roll better than that, Steel, right?
Keep in mind, all your dice pools are limited by your humanity or path rating during day, so you can have a max of 5 dice in anything you do.
So even on initiative?
No, initiative is different, but on your actual rolls, you're kind of boned.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have locked the door or something.
Well, they would have keys. He could have moved the bed in front of it, which I was thinking he should have done, but... Okay, he is gonna try and rush for you and touch your skin with the thing. And given that your suit is largely shredded, it's relatively easy for him. So just essentially a dex melee attack.
Dex melee attack. I'm going to... one celerity as a dodge.
Okay.
And I'm, to reserve as a dodge. And I'm going to use the other one to basically try and hit him. No, not to do physical damage, but more like to...
I mean, You can make a controlled attack to make absolutely sure, but the difficulty would be higher. Or you can just bash him for a while and then make controlled attacks when he's weaker.
Yeah, like I'm going to like if there's a way without using like melee or something with a broad to basically knock him unconscious.
If you want to KO him in a single strike, you have to aim for the head and deal enough damage after his soak.
Yeah. Just spend a bunch of blood on like your on strength and shit.
Spend one on celerity, and I'm going to also.
You could just make multiple attempts.
Yeah, but my dice is limited at 5.
Yes. So essentially spend on more celerity. You have the blood, and if you fuck this dude up and kill him, I think it won't escalate things too much, right?
I mean, you could just knock the guy out.
That's what he will be trying to do.
Okay, still.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay, that's an entirely
spend-
different attack.
I'm going to spend 2 more activate or to activate 2 more attacks.
Okay. So you can launch your first attack and try and knock him the fuck out.
5 at 6.
It's at 8 because you're aiming for the head if you're trying to knock him out.
Yeah.
Remember. So re-roll. And that's still not a hit. Well, sadness for you.
Yep.
And, well... Oh, they're actually good for cultists at Dex Melee. A whole of 4 dice. Attempt to dodge steal.
Oh my fucking
No.
god, you suck, Steel.
Oh
You're
no!
the fucking god awful. Is
You
he
know-
wearing clothes?
He got clipped.
His clothes got shredded by the air, ripping him apart, and he took the...
And he had no other clothing or anything on him.
You had the
because-
cultist clothing in the closet.
Yeah, no. He wouldn't touch those. Not even from up. Well, consequences time.
Yes, indeed. Let me pull up his thing. How much are you actually worth in terms of spending fate for auto successes? Not that much. Surely you can't be that strong in willpower, right?
Right.
Actually, yeah, it has
was-
no way of knowing how strong your will is.
Yeah.
You know, for most things, 2 or 3 auto success would be enough. So let's go with just 2 faith. And roll his rating secretly at 7. So you resist with willpower at 7. This would take place over
alright.
multiple turns. So you can, I will allow you to spend multiple willpower points to resist this. You are
Oh,
essentially,
rating, right?
yeah, like essentially you are frozen in place while you feel something trying to invade your spirit.
And a difficulty what?
A 7. You can spend multiple willpower points. It's up to you how many you want to spend on this.
He will spend at 1 at least for the first.
Keep in mind you are rolling at 7 and you don't know how much faith it has. It's rolling its faith rating against you. Plus auto
Yeah.
successes for faith.
Oh, yeah, but isn't it an extend
Yeah,
or something, or is it
You're
just a
probably
straight up
screwed, let's put
dice?
it this way.
It's essentially a single roll, but it takes over a period longer than a single turn, so I'm allowing you to spend your resources to counter this.
Yeah.
So in total, he will go like 3 willpower. on
Okay,
it.
then roll your willpower at 7. And
Hey.
you just throw it off. You sense a moment of surprise at the strength of your defense. Um, yeah, those celerity actions, I would say that since a few minutes have passed, well, you would need to roll again to stay awake, and you would be essentially in a fresh turn.
So my celerity was used up because I stayed put.
Essentially, yes, it interrupted it.
I need to roll to stay awake. So I
Yes,
need
because
to...
like I said, this struggle, it was like over several minutes, which is why I let you spend the multiple willpower. So you
Five
win
at eight.
out if if it actually hits you, you win out in being able to spend your resource to defend yourself, but at the same time, you're kind
5
of
at 8.
bound on the blood expenditure. Yes, 5 at 8, and I'll let you spend willpower on this because you might want to stay awake for this.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a willpower. That's 3 successes.
Okay, in that case, yeah, you have the rest of the scene.
So could I just throw this dude out and block the...
Well, essentially, you're either dodging or blocking the thing from touching you by, interfering with his attempt to, bring it in contact. So,
Yeah.
either way, it would be 5 dice. You could grapple him, and that would at the very least make it harder for him to touch you with that. And if you plant a kiss on him, he's fucked.
You know what? I will probably try and grapple.
Okay. If you want to
At
plant a
this
kiss
point.
on the same turn, you have to spend a celerity action for that.
It's difficulty 6 to grapple, right?
Yes.
Did Dex or Strength, bro?
Dex brawl. To hit. So, essentially, what are you doing? How many celerity actions on what, if any?
I'm going to just activate one to see if I can plant the keys on.
Okay, you're not dodging.
You know what? 2 more. 2 more on dodging.
Well, unless he splits your, you're not gonna be
Yeah,
in,
but if I go full defensive, I can't really do much.
No, you don't need
Has
to
to
go full
stop it.
defensive. Like I said, I mean, he doesn't have that much dice in that.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm going to spend 2 to dodge and 1 to grapple. No. I spent 1 at
Just
first.
kill it already. Finish the job.
Yeah, normal to grapple, 1 to plant the keys, and 2 to dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, go ahead, roll your grapple. Okay, you pull it into a grapple. And
Okay.
We have said in the past that small weapons do stay with the dude, even in a grapple. First of all, roll your strength as bashing damage.
Okay.
Because I kind of need to see if he's taking penalties for this. And he's not. Not yet. Excellent. So, with that being the case, this is at 8. So roll your dodge.
Dodge at 6, right?
Yes. And
Yeah,
yes,
nope.
you dodge. So, give me Dex Brawl at 6 to plant the kiss while you're thrashing around. And
The botch.
yeah, I'd say that you essentially lose hold of him at this point and you're not grappling each other anymore.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to resolve that.
Yeah. Yes, sounds about right. Does he do anything else? Oh fuck! I just wasted one dodge.
You did.
So would this guy at this point be considered an enemy?
With what he tried to do to you, he's a fucking enemy, alright.
Yeah.
Let me just
Yeah.
check if the Earthbound has improved initiative anywhere on this. Doesn't look like it. Go figure. Because this is starting to look like Manifest Apocalyptical if this bitch doesn't submit. That or just go away. Alright, so, next turn. It's gonna try and touch you with the thing.
Okay.
Don't touch
To
it with
to
the
dodge.
thing.
To dodge. You know what? To dodge. One to plant the keys and one to grapple.
Okay. How are you doing on blood?
Oh, he is hungry. He's going to drain this fucker. Don't worry about it.
Okay, roll the grapple.
Like, at this point? Yeah.
Okay. He's very much grappled. Roll strength as damage.
Wow.
Okay.
You're supposed to say that. Yay.
Yeah, he's at 2 bashing. He's starting to take penalties. So, he attempts to touch you with the thing and he fails. Roll to plant
Yeah,
the kiss.
Brain.
Okay. The
Flat out drain.
Well, 3 blood points first. Then.
Yeah, he is an ordinary cultist. He does not get to roll self-control not to bliss out. He's out of it.
Yeah. 10.
Yep, you can retake 10 and roll your self-control to see if you go rampaging through the rest of the castle.
During the day? Oh my fucking god.
I mean, the beast doesn't care. I mean, it might once it gets burned a bit, but...
At 8?
At
Or is it at
6. Unless you have something that raises your difficulties.
No.
How low were you when that first bit hit you?
I was empty.
Oh, then you can roll 1d10 at 6.
I was empty. I drank 3, or does it trigger on the spot?
It triggers on the spot the moment the first drop of blood touches your tongue.
Nope.
I'm drunk.
I mean, they were hostile to me. I need to feed.
You know, you essentially rip him apart. You get all the 10 blood points. Life is good, except the beast notices the relic and it wants to smash it. You can spend a willpower point, even in a frenzy, to take an action essentially normally and do something else to essentially change what the beast wanted to do. But if you don't, it will try to smash that glyph in any way it can, which might bring it in contact with your skin.
I'm low on willpower, but you know what?
Have to just
If I
kick it.
spend the willpower,
You
could
have
I
to choose
just
why.
like use a piece of cloth to throw it out a window or something? Away
There
from
aren't
me?
any windows in your room. But if you want to go and open a window during the daylight hours and toss it out, you can just pour blood into Fortitude to handle that for a turn or two, maybe.
What would I be able to do with this shit?
I mean, you could smash
Yeah.
it yourself.
I mean, would I be able to just spend the willpower and wrap it in cloth and start smashing it on shit? Or use it as
Yes.
a bludgeoning weapon
You can...
on attacking things?
There aren't many convenient bludgeoning weapons, but you can
I
wrap it in
mean-
cloth and just try and break it that way.
Yeah, like, get one of those ropes, like put it in and wrap it and use that, makes it up as a bludgeoning thing to just smash occultists on the wall, everything. And just let the beast have a weapon at that point.
Okay, the beast, is happy with this idea. It spends 4 of your hard-earned blood points on strength. And it just, smashes the fuck
Oh.
out of the thing.
I mean, it's strength 7 at this point.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And you can roll
gonna break.
self-control to snap back out of it.
Did you try to drink more from people?
No. You have ripped apart the cultist, you have smashed the relic. You didn't botch the original self-control roll, so you can roll to snap out of it after the immediate provocation is
That's sick.
gone.
6.
Yes. Okay, and another roll.
I need to roll.
Okay, keep rolling.
Yes.
Okay, you snap out of it.
And I am fully awake for the day at this point, right?
You're awake for the scene. You will go back to sleep, so you need to prepare quickly for more coming. At this point, your strength is at 6.
It's fine. He's going to the room, block the door with the closet, then the bed. Like use the tall thing first, then push the heavy thing behind.
Okay. Okay, rolls a strength check at 6.
At 6.
Okay, yep, it quickly moves in place. Give me a strength check at 7 to see if you manage to fuck up the gold thing enough to
Wait,
disable
I
it.
did one thing wrong. I should reroll that because I only have 5 dice.
This is a strength check, so
Oh,
that
it is on a-
yeah, it's just your raw strength. We treat that a
Oh,
little
so-
bit differently.
at 7 you said?
Yes. Okay. You might be safe.
Wait, you said you smash it with 7 dice, not
Yes. Steal. Okay.
It's fine.
Damn it, 7 dice, not difficulty 7.
Ah!
Wait, didn't you say difficulty 7?
I mean, you might be safe. Alright. Would this
So it
dude
wouldn't...
even care if he could? Are you worth the effort? Not right
After
now.
all this...
Yeah, that's a rethink things kind of moment.
Yeah, you might not want to do
You know,
it.
2 faith is a lot, and you just threw him off as if it was nothing.
Yeah, and 8 cultists. And
Cultists are cheap, that doesn't matter. So yeah, the day passes. You have made some calls. In a couple of days, you'll probably have some samples as well. And you can take down a blood point for waking up during the nights, or, the next night still.
okay. Oh my god, he has drained as fuck on almost every...
Oh my fucking god.
The Earthbound wouldn't know,
Oh, honey.
but he is.
You know, give me another awakening roll actually to see if you noticed.
Them trying to smash through the door.
Potentially.
Wait. Since I have only 4 blood, I can only roll dice.
No. No. This isn't a virtue roll. So, it's at 8 still. 2 detectings while you're sleeping, remember? Yeah, your eyes pop open for a second and you just see just air ripping the door apart from inside the room.
From inside the room.
Yep.
I mean, how is it reaching the door with...
It's not reaching the door, it's ripping through the closet first.
Oh fuck, seriously? You know, at this point, he's going to smile. We had a motherfucking agreement! Who is disrespectful now?
Roll your path rating to see if you can stay awake long enough to criticize the Earthbound sense of ethics.
At what?
At 8 again, because you're, staying awake.
How far I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just keep... It doesn't say anything. It just... The door keeps getting pummeled. Or the closet. And eventually it is reduced to splinters. And there's just this expectant silence like... Anything else you want to add, bitch? The door stays closed.
he's not going to say after this.
Okay. Well, eventually... Nothing else happens and you do go back to sleep. When you wake up the next night, nothing seems to have fucked you over further.
Further.
It
Further.
It looks like it was just making a point with the fucking closet.
He is going to, pull the bed, push away the splinters, wear whatever remains of his ragged suit or some shit. If
You know,
it
the
is even
clothing
wearable.
inside has been shredded in the process.
Like-
Essentially, it's shreds of clothing and kindling where the closet was.
No, I'm referring. Oh yeah. So he has no crafts and he has no way or something to wear.
Roll perception alertness. Actually, as you look over the kindling.
At what? 6?
Yes.
You know what? He will have his suspects active. It's clear it has. Yeah. So at what?
At 4. Because I think you have 2 levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the telltale gleam of gold in the remnants of the closet. Even if you smashed the first one, there apparently was one concealed in the clothing where it would have touched your skin.
Fucking knew it.
But yeah,
Is there any part like cloth from the bed or something to wrap it in?
you can wrap yourself in a... You can wrap it or yourself in a sheet if you want.
He's going to wrap himself in and I assume it has two sheets on the bed, so use one to wrap it and one to wrap himself.
Sure. You can wrap yourself in a blanket and it in a sheet, or the other way around, up to you.
Sheet in it in a blanket.
Mm-hmm. Stay safe.
Yeah.
So that was the first night. It will be at least another night or two before the samples arrive. Do the rest of you go to visit Jacob?
Guys, do we care enough to visit Jacob again?
I mean, do we have a reason to visit?
Well, Darren might.
I mean, who
Jacob
tells
might,
the
because he heard
Aerospec's
Steel.
and the Aerospec's trigger by this attack?
No, we're not even close to the castle still. We're down by in the boat.
We probably
I
still
mean-
have triggered our aspects for
Yeah,
us.
that is...
Yeah, because
you can
he's
roll
your
your
ally.
Auspex rating at... you know, we'll call it a 6, because the situation is pretty obvious, and yeah. You know, the Malkavian doesn't know, but Darren has a feeling that Jacob might have run into some sort of trouble. It's hard to say how deadly it was, but he had a problem during the day when you wake up the next night.
God damn it. So yeah, I would have called, as I said, I would have called the people necessary to get the explosives and shit.
Yeah, you have
No.
your corrupt general as a business partner, you have your movers and your grab. But yeah, they'll get a boat with sample materials out here, but it will take a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And we can split it here and continue into the next one if we want. Do we need a break?
I don't think so.